Ever thought how that bargain deal might cost you more than you bargained for? Let's dive into this. Often, we're lured by the glimmer of a cheap price tag, thinking we've struck gold. But have you considered the hidden costs that come with choosing low-cost options over quality? Take, for instance, a car. You buy a cheap one, thrilled by the deal you've got, but then it starts breaking down constantly, and you find yourself in the repair shop more often than on the road. The money you saved on the purchase price is now being spent on repairs. Or how about that budget phone that you bought, thinking you'd saved a pretty penny? But then, the battery starts draining faster. The screen cracks easily, the software glitches, and before you know it, you're back in the market for a new phone. It's not just about the monetary cost. There's also the cost of your time, frustration, and stress. And these are things you can't put a price tag on. So you see how that cheap phone wasn't really cheap after all? Now let's flip the coin and look at the other side. Quality. Picture this. You're investing in a product, let's say a kitchen appliance. You could opt for the cheaper model, but instead you decide to invest a bit more in a quality product. You might be thinking, why should I pay more when I can get the same functionality for less? Well, let's delve into this. Quality products often come with a higher price tag, that's a given. But what's also given is their superior performance, durability, and longevity. They're designed to last, and that's where you begin to see the real savings. You see, when you invest in quality, you're not just buying a product. You're buying fewer replacements, fewer repairs, and less frustration. In fact, research studies have shown that quality products can actually save you money in the long run. Think about it. If you have to replace a cheap product 3, 4, or even 5 times over the course of a few years, are you really saving money? Or are you just delaying the inevitable expense? Opting for the cheaper alternative might lighten the immediate load on your wallet today, but as the sands of time wear it down, the true cost emerges, not just in dollars, but in the peace of mind lost to the echoes of compromise. Indeed, the concept of time is as valuable, if not more, than the concept of money. Often we get so caught up in the price tags that we forget to consider the time we invest in our choices. Let's consider a scenario. You decide to buy a cheap blender because, well, it's cheap. But after a few uses, it starts acting up. You spend your precious time trying to fix it, looking up solutions online, and maybe even taking it to a repair shop. And then after all that effort, it breaks down again. And the cycle continues. But imagine if you had invested in a high-quality blender from the start. Sure, it might have cost a bit more upfront, but it would have saved you all that time and frustration down the line. And let's face it, who wants to be known as the person who spends their weekends fixing a blender? Our lives are filled with such choices. And sometimes it's not the cheap items that are the real bargain. It's the quality ones that save us time and stress. We've all heard the age-old saying, time is money. But it's more than that. Time is the moments we could be spending with our loved ones, the hobbies we could be pursuing, and the peace of mind we could be enjoying. Time is the one thing we can't get back once it's gone. So yes, it's important to be mindful of our spending, but it's equally important to be mindful of our time. To value quality over convenience, not just in our purchases, but in our lives. Remember, every time you choose quality, you're not just making a financial investment, you're making a time investment, and that's an investment that always pays off. So when you choose quality over cheap, you're not just saving money, you're also saving time. This story isn't just about shopping and the confines of material goods, embedding itself in the fabric of our life choices. Every time we opt for a shortcut, a quick fix, or a way to shave off a few seconds or cents, we inevitably encounter a greater cost later on. It's a principle that underlies our every decision, from the trivial to the transformative, teaching us that the allure of the cheap or the convenient is often a precursor to compromise and recurring costs. This is more than a lesson on consumer behavior. It's a poignant reflection on life's choices, urging us to prioritize quality and long-term value over immediate ease, and to cultivate a discipline that favors enduring benefits over fleeting conveniences. Consider the technological marvels that stitch our lives with ease and convenience. We don't have to confront the fear of approaching someone at a bar more. With a simple swipe or click, we bypass the human experiences that once defined our social fabric. But in sidestepping these moments, in choosing the digital over the tangible, what do we lose in depth and connection? Jerry Seinfeld, a virtuoso in the realm of comedy, once illuminated the arduous path to excellence with a simple yet profound declaration: the right way is the hard way. This principle, encapsulated in his dedication to his craft, invites us to reconsider the allure of shortcuts in favor of a more demanding yet rewarding journey. It's a sentiment that resonates far beyond the boundaries of creative endeavors, urging a broader application to life's various pursuits. In a revealing conversation featured in the Harvard Business Review, Daniel McGinn delves into Seinfeld's unique approach to his iconic show, Seinfeld, co-created with Larry David. The duo eschewed the conventional writer's room, a decision that, while contributing to the show's unparalleled success, also led to eventual burnout. McGinn probes the possibility of a more sustainable method, hinting at the intervention of a consulting firm like McKinsey to optimize their creative process. Seinfeld's response is both humorous and telling. "Who's McKinsey?" he quips, only to dismiss the notion upon learning of their non-comedic nature. His retort underscores a deeper philosophy. True success, especially in creative ventures, demands an unwavering commitment to detail and quality. "If you're efficient, you're doing it the wrong way," Seinfeld asserts, attributing the show's triumph to his meticulous oversight of every script, performance, and production detail. This anecdote not only highlights Seinfeld's dedication, but also serves as a powerful metaphor for the broader principle that excellence often requires a painstaking, hands-on approach. Embracing the hard way in life's endeavors often requires a shift in mindset and a dose of unwavering perseverance. Let's delve into 2 potent strategies to navigate this journey with resilience. Firstly, consider the power of reframing your perspective. When faced with seemingly insurmountable challenges, the dialogue we engage in with ourselves can be our greatest ally or our most formidable foe. Here's a glimpse into the mantras that fuel my resolve. If it was easy, someone else would be doing it. I volunteered for this. There are no shortcuts to success, and embrace the suck. These affirmations serve as a bulwark against doubt, reminding me that even on the toughest days, many would envy the opportunity to face my struggles. Secondly, let's take a leaf out of Dory's book, From Finding Nemo. Despite the oceanic setting of this beloved tale, its message transcends geographical boundaries. Dory's simple yet profound advice, "just keep swimming," encapsulates the essence of perseverance. It's about taking one more step, showing up for one more day, and gradually building a reputation as someone embodying grit and tenacity. This incremental progress day by day can lead to remarkable achievements over time. If animated wisdom isn't quite your style, perhaps Winston Churchill's words will resonate more deeply. Never give in, never give in, never, 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 never. In nothing, great or small, large or petty, never give in except to convictions of honor and good sense. Never yield to force, never yield to the apparently overwhelming might of the enemy. Whether through the whimsical guidance of a fictional fish or the historical resolve of a storied leader, the message is clear. Perseverance and a positive perspective are key to embracing the hard way and ultimately to success. As we meander through life's labyrinth of choices, let's anchor ourselves in the wisdom that shortcuts, while alluring, pave the way to unforeseen expenses. We are urged to tread the more demanding path, for it is here that the richest rewards lie waiting. The allure of ease tempts us, yet the promise of growth through challenge beckons, inviting us to carve out a legacy of integrity and excellence. In the vast tapestry of existence, every choice is a stitch that shapes our destiny, urging us to prioritize enduring satisfaction over fleeting pleasures. It's a call to embrace craftsmanship, to make decisions that resonate with our core. For the true measure of value lies not in cost, but in the lasting happiness and quality it brings to our lives. As we stand at the precipice of future choices, let us choose paths that draw forth a smile not just in the moment, but in every reflective glance thereafter. For the wisest investments are those that withstand the sands